All right, here we go. We're going to show you guys two really sweet products right here. So we have the Sondiko Torch, and then we have the RAVS Butane Torch. So two different products, two different looks, but they do the same thing. Both filled by butane. I'm going to show you guys, I have used the Zippo and I've used the Sterno on both of these, and they work equally. So let me move some of this out of the way and show you guys what we are working with on these two products. So they both have the same fill nozzles and the both depression nozzles as well too. So if you're needing to remove some of the gas, because you always want to remove the gas before you refill it so you can fill it full. So they have the same nozzles, which I love because consistency makes it easy. Couple things, you have the ignition, you have inflatable holes, you have the regulator and the adjustment. So there's all kinds of different options for that, but we're gonna show you guys how it works as we are gonna crack this open and fire both of these. So a couple things about the Sondiko, we'll start here first with this one. So the Sondiko Torch, you have a holder right here. So you can see this black piece, if you're not able to see it, the black piece that's by the red handle or red portion, that is what is going to keep the safety on for this guy. So I like that it's simple, it's easy, and you get two of these in the box. So when you are looking to use these guys, you get two of them in the box. So hopefully you don't lose one, because it would be bad if you did, but it is nice that you're able to do that. So we're going to show you the difference. So I've got that off. You have a push button on the side, and then you have your trigger here. So you have to push to engage, and then you engage the gas from here. So that is it. So start and engage right there. So that is the way it works. Both of them are going to be filled on the bottom. One thing I'm going to notate with this guy, okay, you can see maybe that this one is off centered. So you have to use the red nozzle. You cannot use the little shorty cans. Like Sterno, if you do not have the red nozzle on here, you're gonna have a hard time actually using it. So using this one, you're not able to actually fill it, where I was able to do that on the RAVS. So it's kind of a one-up on this one, but again, just a differentiator. You can use the Zippo on both of them because it has the long nozzle insert on them. Moving over, you do have max fill line on the back. You don't have anything on the RAVS, so just keep that in mind. And then the way to regulate it, you have one regulation tool. So it's going to slide left or right. Towards the trigger is going to be minus, and a larger flame on the going towards the back of it. So just kind of notate with regards to that. That is it. It is simple, easy, very easy to grip. Nothing fancy about this, which is exactly what you want in a torch that maybe you're going to beat up or be working all the time. Next thing I want to show you, this is going to be the RAVS, which let me get this safety back on there. Whoops. Yeah, here we go. So the RAVS has a different version of the safety. Okay, safety is going to be a nozzle cover right here, and then it's going to come to cover the actual section on the back, which is where you're going to click in, so the starter for it. You have knurled finishing. It is metal. It's heavier. It's a lot heavier feeling, girthier in the hand. But I will say the nozzle is definitely shorter at the end of the day. So when it comes to your hand is right up near the flame, you got a little more protection, a little difference there on the Sondiko. So take a look here. If we were to take this off, again, you have one click on the back, and then you also have your gas indicator right here. So you're going to twist. Twisting to the left is going to be open. Twisting to the right is closing it off. So the more gas you want and stuff like that. Next thing is you do have your regulator. So the regulator up top, you can twist this little piece up here, and that is going to be your regulator for it at the end of the day. So, but you guys have all come to see the show, which is both of these. How did they look? How do they work? So we're going to start it on low for each one. Take a quick peek at it. So we got low over here for the Sondiko. Click into the side just like so. That is low. I mean, you can see that is a little baby flame right there. And let's kick it up to higher. Look at that. So a pretty decent size. The blue is about 1 inch, and it runs out to about 2 or 3 inches. So pretty decent flame there in itself. Very simple product to use overall. Like, that's how easy it was. Next thing we're gonna see is the RAVS or RAVS butane torch. Okay, so click in here, but we gotta open it up. So it works a little bit different. So we're gonna open up, and you can hear it. One click, and she is off to the races. At this point in time, you control it by twisting. So if I want a little bit more, I twist. If I want a little bit less, I twist. So you can see how that works. You can see that flame move in and out pretty simply there. And that's just gonna be control on how it is gonna control the actual flame going. So you do have one that can stay lit over here. That is a factor versus one that you have to light and keep held down to be lit. So just a couple differences of the RAVS. Could I consider one a winner over the other? No, I think they both serve purposes and they are both good in the arsenal. Maybe one that you travel with, one that you keep in the house for lighting the cigars, maybe when you take on the camping trip, maybe one that you cook with, kind of differences in those. So you got to get a different look at these guys, but I will tell you, they work super well and they go really well with the Sterno or even the Zippo butane. So pretty good stuff.